squad? It's your boy C's from thecaesarlife.com, and in today's video we're going to be talking about the seven exercises that you should be doing in order for you to burn fat and build muscle. Now before we get started, quick little housekeeping. I'm going to need you to like this video, and if you're not subscribed yet, subscribe to my channel, turn on the post notifications, and if you have any additional questions, thoughts, or concerns, hit me down in the comment box. All right, without any further ado, let's get started. Okay, so the 7 exercises that you should be doing in order for you to burn fat and build muscle are also the 7 fundamental, foundational, and functional movement, a lot of F's, functional movement patterns. Okay, now these, if you were to do all 7 in one session, it would be a complete total body workout. And if you were to do it 3 days a week, I go as far as guaranteeing you that you'll be burning a lot of fat and building a lot of muscle in as low as, I would say, 60 days on a conservative time frame. Okay, anyway, let's get into it. Okay, the first 3 exercises are all lower body. Now the movement pattern is the squat. Okay, for the first one is going to be the squat. Now there's hundreds and different ways that you can squat, but if I was to be coaching a beginner, I would always start with the goblet squat before we go into the front barbell squat and then the barbell back squat. So that's the first exercise that you should be doing. I have this Apple Watch. It has an awesome feature where it tells you how much calories you burn during your workout. And every time I'm squatting, I burn a lot of calories. Even when I'm resting in between sets, I am still burning a ton of calories. So I always recommend that somebody programs the squat at least twice a week. There are athletes and trainees out there that do experience some pain during their squats. I'm going to be putting together a series to help you squat pain free, but here I just wanted to get you the information as quickly as possible so that you stop going from video to video. Okay, you just get all that information and put it to use. Okay, all right, the second exercise / movement is going to be your hinge or your deadlift. Now this exercise works your entire posterior chain. That is like from your traps all the way down to your calves. All right, and that exercise is the same thing as the squat. Squat is the kings of all exercises, or the president of all exercises, and the deadlift is going to be the vice president. All right, so I highly recommend that you put a hinge, and you should be doing a hinging movement in your workout routine. So that'll be the second exercise. It's going to be the deadlift. Now you can do a dumbbell deadlift, a kettlebell deadlift, or even a barbell deadlift. Same thing, depending on what level you're at, I will program accordingly. Okay, now the third exercise is going to be the lunging pattern. Okay, now you can do a split squat, that's considered a lunge. You can do a walking lunge, a reverse lunge, a lateral lunge. There's many different ways that you can program a lunge. Now, again, depending on the trainee, you're going to have to program accordingly. But there's so much, and all these exercises, I could list all the benefits. I'm going to actually attach an article to this video so that you can see the benefits of having each and every movement within your exercise regimen. All right, so go to the website and look this title up and you'll be able to see, and I'm actually going to post a link to that article in the description, so stay tuned for that. But a lunge is great for coordination, single leg strength, and so many different aspects of that, so look forward to that article as well. So that would be the third movement pattern. And again, the squat, the deadlift, and the lunge, they burn the most amount of calories in a training session. So just having those 3 exercises in one day is going to have you shedding pounds fast and building muscle fast. Okay, the fourth movement is going to be your push, your horizontal push. I would program a bench press or a push-up And again, all these exercises have different levels, entry points. So it depends on, I like to preface this, it depends on the athlete or the trainee. Okay, so you can do a regular push-up, elevated push-up if you have struggle pushing up, but decline push-up, feet elevated push-up. So many ways that you can program it, and you can never get bored. Okay. Next up is going to be your vertical pull. Okay, I love the vertical pull, like the pull up or the lat pull down. That burns a lot of calories too, because it's working your lats, the largest muscle group in your back. So definitely program some sort of vertical pull into your exercise routine. All right. Next up is going to be a loaded carry. Now, the loaded carry has tons of benefits because it works the core, it works your total body. And depending on what type of loaded carry you do, whether it's the goblet loaded carry, the suitcase loaded carry, different ways that you can program the loaded carry as well. And that definitely helps shed a lot of pounds, okay? And the last one, number 7, is a little bit controversial because coaches, we just super analytical, and some athletes cannot rotate that well, especially if they're kyphotic and they suffer lower back pain. Doing a rotational exercise is going to be sort of difficult because it might hurt your lower back, your lumbar spine, by putting that torque in it. But if the athletes have pelvic and core control, then they can perform a rotational exercise. If they cannot, what I would do is program an anti-rotational exercise, which is a Pallof press or a anti-plank movement. And I would program that so that they can resist and learn to control their core and pelvic region before we go into the more explosive and dynamic rotational exercise. Okay. Now, these 7 exercises, I would suggest that you do these 3 days a week, and you can sort of pick and choose what sort of exercise that you insert in each given day, like day 1, day 2, day 3. And I guarantee that you will be burning a ton of body fat and then also building a lot of muscle. Give it 60 to 90 days and revisit this video. Tell me how you was able to accomplish that by listening to me, of course, and then we'll move forward from there, okay? And these, the great thing about these is they have the standard movement, and they have a lot of regressions if you can't do the standard movements, sort of like training wheels to get you to do the standard movement. And then they have progression. So that means if you start standard, you're a beginner. If you go to a progression, you're intermediate. And then if you go even further up, you're advanced. Okay, so you can never get bored by doing these exercises. Now, I know there's a tons of Instagram and YouTube flashy with hype movements and stuff to make it look super cool and whatnot. But if you focus on these fundamentals, you'll then ramp up to be able to do those crazy backflips, ninja style push-ups that you see people doing all over social media, okay? But I would highly recommend that you start off with these 7 exercises, 3 days a week. That's 21 exercises a week, 60 days, 90 days, and see that transformation happen, okay? I have a program on my website that basically takes you through all of these movements 3 days a week. You can just go to my website and copy it right now. But if you want to just go at it by on your lonesome and figure out how you can insert these exercises, I would structure it that way, because you work the lower body first and then go into the upper body and then work on the core last. You'll be dripping in sweat in the training session, all right? And it only takes an hour to get through, all right? So hopefully this video helps. If you already knew this, but you know a couple of friends who may not have known this, share this video with them. You know what I mean? If you know it, maybe they don't, maybe this video is the video that they needed to kind of put the pieces together. So don't be selfish, share it with them, like the video, comment what you want to see next, or hit me up if you have any thoughts concerns. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video, man. Holla back. Peace.